focuses on Yuri, who fights to save his hometown from demolition. This is written and directed by Fanny Leotard and Jeremy Troil, and it had a limited theatrical release and VOD release in the US in April after a festival run all the way back in 2020, as well as having had a local release in France in 2021. It's a coming-of-age movie that almost feels like the companion piece to Richard Linklater's Apollo 10½, which was just released, as part of the film also centers around a sense of escapism, especially with the character's desire to be an astronaut. Yuri and his hometown, called City Gagarine, are also linked due to them both being named after the cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, and we see Yuri throughout the film fantasize about going to outer space himself. These moments are presented through a magical realism lens, giving these dream sequences a very fantastical element that evoked a sense of wonder and awe, thanks to some beautiful cinematography and camera work. There is a nostalgic vibe to the film, not just for these sequences, but also for its storyline of a small town coming together, trying to save it from being destroyed, especially with teenagers and younger kids being at the crux of this fight. Also at the center of this with Yuri are his best friends Hussam and a young girl named Diana, the latter of whom gets the other two supplies so they can attempt to fix up parts of the town, and this eventually leads to her and Yuri developing romantic feelings for one another. The bond we see between our leads is very sweet, and it made for the film's emotional backbone, and it gave this a very whimsical vibe, but one that also didn't sugarcoat things when it leaned into its weightier material, as we do see how devastating it would be for those in this town, made up of lower income residents, if it truly does get demolished. Now, when you focus on younger protagonists and you present complex topics through their perspective, it does run the risk of oversimplifying the material, but I think this did a fine job of presenting the gravity of the situation in a fairly compelling way. I didn't really see this as completely oversimplifying things. I do think though that there could be a tonal imbalance that would lessen some of its emotional impact, as it would shift between these more fantastical elements of Yuri daydreaming and then these grounded sequences within the town, and I just felt a bit of a disconnect emotionally in these shifts. I still found the film enjoyable enough, but I don't think it landed quite as hard as it probably could have. Though overall, Gagarine is a nice enough time in the way it leads into its sweeter, more whimsical elements to tell a fairly endearing story. While its shifts between more fantastical and grounded elements didn't always quite work, it's a gorgeous film with likable protagonists, and it's bound to put a smile on your face in some way. Gagarine gets a 6.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Gagarine or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the story, and what's a good coming-of-age movie that you've seen? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.